Hey, welcome back, Chapter 2. So we're going to go over the basics, PowerShell concepts. So this chapter, it says we'll cover 4 basic concepts in PowerShell: variables, data types, objects, and data structures. So, alright, we'll start off. So, we start with maximum history count. So it shows the maximum history count that it's going to go through before it deprecates and it doesn't show anymore, which is 4,096. So we can actually change that maximum if we wanted. Maximum history, and then we equal 200. And then we'll go up, double up. It's now 200. So we just set that. That's simple. Alright. Can also look at color. It's not retrieved because it is not set. Alright, so then we'll do color equals blue. Alright, and do color. So now it says blue. Just setting variables, very simple. Alright, now we're going to go back to, in chapter 1 we talked about setting variables. So setting variable, name, color, tag value, blue. Alright, so now we're going to get the variable. Like I was talking about in chapter 1, a lot of sets and gets. That's going to be quite common throughout this entire experience. And then we got that, and then boom. So now it literally says in a nice little table, got with get variable and showed the color. So alright, there's talks about automatic variables. Earlier introduced automatic variables, the pre-made variable that PowerShell itself uses, although PowerShell allows you to change some of these variables as it did in Listing 2.2, which is the most recent one. I typically advise against it because unexpected consequences can arise. In general, you should treat automatic variables as read-only. Now might be a good time to change the maximum history count to 4096. Maximum history. Boom. Just like that. Set it back. Alright, so we're going to go set foo, and then we're going to equal that to null. And then we're going to go foo. It's going to show nothing. So then we're going to go bar. It's not going to show anything. And then get variable. And then name foo. Be sure to add the space. There we go. It's going to show it just like that. Now, if you want to do the same thing, bar, it's going to do that. It's going to show that there is nothing. So it's not going to show a table. Just like that. It's going to send one ping with ping.exe, count of 1. Alright, and then we're going to go last exit code 0. Boom. Last exit code, it's going to be 1. And then when you do Google, it's going to be 0. There we go. Just like that. So get variable name star preference. It's going to show all the ones with, like I was talking about in chapter 1, that if it's a star, it's going to show any variable that matches before it. So it's going to be anything before the preference. Alright. Next, it's going to be get variable name does not exist. Cannot find the variable. You should have gotten a similar error message as default behavior for an error stream. if for whatever reason you didn't have bothered by this error text, you would rather have nothing happen, you could redefine the error action preference variable to silent, continue, or ignore. So what you can do is error action preference, go like that, and then equal silently continue. Now, if you do the exact same thing we just did, name does not exist, it's going to just keep on going. So, you can always change that. So, error action preference is what's going to allow it to silently continue. So, foo equals 1. Now, foo equals 1. And then foo equals true. What this is doing is showing all the different data types, showing integers, variables, or strings, and Boolean functions. So all the different abilities that you can add. So then this next one, right here, $sign is on equal to $true. And then $sign is on true. Alright, we're going to do number equal to 1, and then we're going to do $sign num. It's going to show 1. $sign num dot get type name. It's going to show int 32 num, and then we're going to see something change right here. So then we're going to do $sign num dot get type name, watch it change to a double, and then we're going to do int 32 num, watch it round down, and actually round up, go to 2. So we're going to go num equals 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $sign num dot get type, and then do the name. It's going to be a double again, and then we're going to do num plus num. Float num as you can see, the numbers continue farther along because of the float. So color equals blue. So it talks a little more about strings, variables, using double and single quotes, the differences between them. Double and single quotes commonly, when put around the values, are going to be the same, but if you put it around quotes, that's where it's going to be a difference. So if you did, perfect example, so if I did color equals blue, let's do it like this. So then if I do color, it's going to show blue. And then if I go color, what can we expect that it's going to guess? What do you think it's going to show? So it's going to show blue. But if you do singles, boom, it's going to show just color. So singles, the difference between singles and doubles is single quotes is going to show the value, while double quotes or single quotes is going to show what it's actually, like, show the dollar color, where double quotes is going to show the value. So good difference that needs to be noted. Then it talks about inspecting properties a little bit more. So then we can go into here, select object, input object, color, dollar color, property, star, length 4 $color.length 4. Because we're looking at blue as of right now. So then we're going to get the member. Input object $color. Alright, and just like that. So then we're going to get member input object color name remove. It's going to show the remove method, string remove, shows how it's able to be removed. So then if we go like this, color dot remove, and we go 1 just like that, boom, or 1, 1, I should say. Then we're going to do color. It's going to show, yeah, the boo. So it doesn't stay permanently. It will only stay for that current set. So if we go like this, boom, BE, there. So it's saying that the first one in the line is 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's saying what the final number it'll go to, the first number that I'll start at, and the first number is 0. So let's do another one. Color picker equals, and then for arrays, an array is a bunch of values together. So you can do blue, red, yellow, white, black, and just like that. Then we're able to go back and do color picker. It's going to show all of them in a list. So, cool thing with arrays, this is a lot of different languages. So with this, you can go 0. It's going to show the first one because that's how computers start. So it's going to go there. If you want to go to the fourth one, you do 3. You can just pick each one of them as you go. So really cool ability that you can do there. So 1.3, we can count. So if we want to do 100, let's do 1,000. Let's just have fun with it. So you do a lot. So if you do 1 to whatever number you're looking at, it's going to be able to iterate through all those numbers. So that's something, especially when we start creating a lot of iterations, what we're looking for, it's going to be able to do that. So, and then if you want to add a value to like a color picker that we already have, so we have an array. We want to add one, so you add brown, and then you just go like this. And then now if you go back to color picker, we look at it, it's going to add brown to the end of it. So it's going to push that to the end of it. So then if you want to add multiple at the same time, boom, equal, plus equals, at, don't forget to add, especially if you're going to add multiple. So at pink, cyan, just like that. And then those two are going to be added to the end. So just like there. So boom. Talks about adding more lists and then removing elements. So we'll talk about this too. So color picker, remove just like we did earlier. And then let's say that we want to remove yellow. Just like that, go back to color picker, and just like that. You can remove elements in a similar way using the remove method. For the example, if you want to remove the value gray from enter the in the parentheses, notice that you remove an item you don't know the index number. You can reference the element to actual values in this case. Wonder why it didn't work. Yeah, it's written exactly how they have it here. Interesting. So, we'll also create hash tables. So this is the next section that we have. So we got users. equals at, boom, a Bertram equals Adam Bertram. We got recurser equals recurser, and then we got Zhang 21 equals just Zhang. Alright, so just like that, if you type in users, it's going to show that. It's going to show the name and the value. So, really cool. I like that. So, all you do is put it in curly brackets, put an at before like every array that we've been making, and just make sure that do semicolon after it. So then if you want to grab the value from the name, so you can go user, boom, put that in when we're looking for, just like that, you're going to get Alan Bertram. So, and then we also can do it the opposite way, which is just the dot after the fact, and then look for the name as well. So, is that spelled incorrectly? Yes, because I did not specify users. So, exact same thing, as long as you type correctly. Huge thing when it comes to programming, huge thing. Keys. So it's going to show the keys values, and then if you want to show the values after the fact, then you just type in values. Just like that. So you got keys and values. So really cool. Talk about contains keys, removing items, the same with the remove and the parentheses. Alright, so then we got new object, type name, PS, custom object. So then it talks about my first custom object equals PS custom object at OS build equals X OS version equals Y. Alright, get member, and then with that, input object, my first object. That I didn't even spell right now that I noticed it, and that's really funny. Hey, that's fine. It works. So then, if I want to do, so you can go inside this, so you can type in my first object that was created, OS build. And just like that, it's going to show X, because that's basically the first one, and then you can do OS version. Just like that, Y. That's really cool. That is really cool. So, that is the end of chapter 2. Hope you keep on joining me every single week. If you want to see more videos that aren't just PowerShell for sysadmins, definitely love to keep on showing any of that content. Got plenty of ideas that are going to happen in the future, but if you could leave me a like and subscribe, greatly appreciate it. Any other ideas or anything, just leave a comment down below. Have a great day. Peace.